Hey guys, welcome back to another Orioles rebuild here on Dugout Talk. I'm sitting here on MLB The Show 20, just thinking about all the crazy stadiums I'm going to build in the Show 21. Absolutely cannot wait for that to drop. I'm still on the PS4, and I definitely plan on upgrading to a PS5 before then. We'll see how everything works out because I'm absolutely gonna need to have those custom stadiums. I'm gonna do some crazy things for the show. Even makes maybe some realistic ones. I'm excited. I'm excited, and also I'm excited to be here with you guys. All right, so I'm just gonna give you guys the rundown. Um, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fit a full game with presentations and the full pitching, the full fielding, the full hitting, in a 1 hour episode. I'm recording on my PlayStation, so obviously, the most you can record is 1 hour, and the last thing I want to do is get to like the eighth inning, uh, especially if it's like a rout and King Felix gives up like 9 runs in the first, four and two thirds. The last thing I want to do is, have to cut a video short or, try to finesse and finagle my way around to make it longer than an hour. So we're just gonna simulate. Obviously, being that we are rebuilding, there's really not much for us to gain from playing these games besides a few meaningless wins. So I think what we're probably gonna do, we'll probably simulate a month at a time, and at the end of each month, we'll look over each of our hitters, each of our pitchers, kind of get a look at who's doing what. Maybe update the trade block. Maybe look at some other teams' trade blocks that they have. Maybe still consider free agents like Yasiel Puig, especially if we make a trade. He could always be someone we bring in to replace someone. Maybe if we decide to turn around and move Jay Bruce, we can go out and sign Puig. So with that said, we'll just jump right into simulating these games. I'll start by going to the end of April here. I know we've got March, but we've got 5 games in March. So here we go. I want to see how we do day one. Oh, you're kidding me. See, now what would have happened? I would have been up 10-0 in the eighth inning, and this probably would have been like an hour and 20-minute long game, and it would have got cut off. It would have been a shame. Nah, who am I kidding? There's no way I would have been able to do that to Garrett Cole in real life. Austin Hayes put up a couple dingers. Mancini put up a dinger. Iglesias and Mancini stole a bag each. King Felix, my guy. King Felix. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the team again here while we're here. I'll give you guys a quick rundown of the lineups. Here's my lineup. Hayes in center, Iglesias at short, Davis at DH, Mancini at first, Bruce right, Nunez at third, Santander in left, Alberto at second, and Rutschman behind the plate. The only difference versus lefties is I have Pedro Severino behind the plate. I guess I'll give you guys our bench too. Rio Ruiz, Corey Ray, Pedro Severino, Pat Valaika, and Cedric Mullins are rounding out our bench. Then you look at the rotation. We just talked about Felix Hernandez. John Means, Asher Wojciechowski, Wei Yin Chen, and Wade LeBlanc in that order round out the rotation, with Ty Black, Sean Armstrong, Tanner Scott, Miguel Castro, Kyle Barraclaw, and Michael Givens rounding out the bullpen. It's not, look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not a good team. All right, we are not a good team. We're not trying to be a good team. We're not pretending to be a good team. Um, with that said, what? What is this? Why? What reasoning is this? I'm not going to accept that. I'm not trying to fleece this, my goodness, what is going on here? Really? I can't accept it. I can't accept that. I'm not sure. All right, here we go. I did do some AAA moves right before I got on here. I think I had to move down one relief pitcher. I forget how that was set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think they. I'll just give them. I'll give them this guy here. I'll call you up. So that's our pitching staffs are all set up now. So I guess I'll move Ryan Ripken. I'll move you down to AA, and Carnostium down to single A. I'll move Canelo down to AA, and then Servideo down to single A. Nichting, I'll move you down, and then I'll move Dwight Smith temporarily down to AA. And then let's see, that's 4 outfielders. They've got 5 outfielders. I guess we'll move Ryan McKenna down, and then we'll call up Adam Hall. Adam Hall, is he next best available? We'll call. Let's see here. We'll send Valentine down to AA, and then we are good. Okay, now we're ready to continue our. Now we're good with that. I thought they had 13. All right. Well, in that case, I'll send you down. I'll send you down. And then Adam Hall can get the call up to AAA. And now we're good. Now we're good. Okay. Man, I don't know, dude. Why are these trades coming in this? I mean, I guess, like, it just doesn't make sense because, like, Washington's going to be a competitive team this year. So, like, it doesn't make sense for them to trade away, a veteran starting pitcher, their number 4 starting pitcher. Like, it makes no sense to give him away for a bullpen arm, especially a 27-year-old, like 69 overall bullpen arm. Like, I'm trying to make, I want to make realistic moves here. I'm definitely not trying to fleece teams. Not unless, it's a personal fleecing. I don't want teams coming to me being like, oh, we'll give you Yoan Moncada, this Tim Anderson guy, and we'll just ask for Pat Valaika in return. I'm not trying to do the moves like that. So, like, this is okay. Danny Mendick and Rio Ruiz are essentially the same kind of ball player. They both have decent defense, a little bit of pop. But I think I'll keep Rio Ruiz. I'm a big Rio Ruiz fan. Man, I have to admit, I did not expect us to be anywhere near 500 at the end of our first month of play. Get some of these one-time notifications out of the way. Take a look at some. So the Pirates signed Brandon Morrow. Okay. The Pirates signed, so that means that Yasiel Puig is still, in fact, a free agent. That's a shame. It's a shame. Someone ought to pick him up. Okay. No injuries. Take a look at some league leaders. Anthony Rendon slashing 367. Ryan Yarbrough and Gio Gonzalez each have 6 wins. Nelson Cruz leads the junior circuit in home runs with 14. Nick Anderson's got 11 saves with Joe Jimenez at 10. And Michael Givens sitting there at 9. Pretty good closer, I heard. J.D. Martinez leads the league in runs batted in. Chris Sale leads the AL in strikeouts. Adalberto Mondesi in steals. Hector Velasquez in ERA. Okay, so not terrible. And as you can tell, it's going to be a very, very competitive American League East. Who would have thought? Maybe the Blue Jays aren't as good as everyone says they are. I guess I should say maybe the Blue Jays weren't as good as everyone said they were, because this is now last year's game. All right, so looking at this, Don't mess with the Orioles at home, I think is what we're figuring out here. 12-6 at home, 4-9 on the road, 5-8 in division. Okay, not terrible. We have a negative difference between our runs scored and our runs allowed. Yet we are at 500, or I guess one game over. Let's take a look at the team. Austin Hayes, still just that one steal. He does have 8 home runs and 23 RBIs. That's a good month. That's a good month for this kid. It'd be nice to see the on base get a little higher than 289, but the slugging's where I like it. The average is where I like it. Austin Hayes, no gloves. He doesn't wear batting gloves, so it's maybe that's got something to do with it. Jose Iglesias hitting 300 with 5 steals. Wow, I can't believe he's stealing bases. Jose Iglesias, I like it. I like it. Good on base and everything. Chris Davis about, oh boy, Chris Davis is doing about as well as expected. It's actually not terrible. The 221 batting average would be his best in 4 years, and that says a lot. So Chris Davis is doing stuff. Trey Mancini, the batting average isn't where I would like it. I'd like to see him get closer to the 290 where he usually sits. Home runs are nice. You got 5 dingers, 9 ribbies. Definitely looking to see if he can get. I kind of figured he would have more of Austin Hayes' numbers, and Hayes would have closer to Mancini's numbers. Jay Bruce, he's hitting at the Mendoza line. 5 home runs, 7 RBI. Nothing crazy. Renato Nunez, right around the same. Santander's having a good month. 3 home runs, 14 RBIs, a 300 average. I like the on base. Hanser Alberto, I like it. I like it a lot. 343 batting average in 28 games to this point. I like that these guys are getting on base. Adley Rutschman, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs in his debut. I like it. Like I said, I like that these guys are getting on base. Everyone seems to be doing, good enough to keep us winning. Felix, in his first 7 starts as an Oriole, pretty good numbers. Probably the best numbers he's had since 2016. John Means having a good year to this point. Wojciechowski's having a good year. Chen, look at Wei Yin Chen. 6 starts, a 3.38 ERA and a 1.33 WHIP. That's not bad. Wade LeBlanc. I think if we had someone other than Wade LeBlanc, we'd probably be probably at least 3 or 4 games above 500. The bullpen, Ty Black, man, he doesn't strike any guys out, does he? Wow. I did not realize Ty Black is not that good at striking guys out. I figured he'd be like league average. 8 strikeouts in 26 innings. Interesting. Hey, you keep that 3.42 ERA and you'll be fine here. Sean Armstrong struggling a little bit. Tanner Scott struggling. Paul Fry's having a good run of it. Castro struggling a bit. Bearclaw struggling a bit. Oh. See, I thought he was... I apologize for my comments I made earlier. I said Michael Givens was a good closer. I'm not sure who I heard it from, but they were clearly wrong. Michael Givens, while he does have 9 saves, does have 11 earned runs. Oh boy, a 9.58 ERA. But you know what? It's 1 month. It's 1 month. I'm looking forward to the draft next month. We'll simulate to June 1st. Okay, the Cubs are interested in the trade. David Bodie, like, what kind of tomfoolery is this now? Like, I can't accept that. Can't accept it. Can't do it. Not gonna do it. In real life, I would have traded Rio Ruiz 70 times for David Bodie. But Joe Ross for Wade LeBlanc. Are you sure? I mean, he's in AAA. Scherzer's got some shoulder soreness. Are you sure you want Wade LeBlanc? Are you sure? I mean, I should probably say yes to this one, right? Like, I should probably... Wade LeBlanc, Joe Ross. Joe Ross is in AAA, so it's not like I'm. All right, you guys are. That's a bold. It's a bold move, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off for them. DL Hall. DL Hall's having a good year. He does have some bruised ribs. Brett Cumberland's on the IL. All right. Well, I guess welcome to the club, Joe. Welcome to the club. Joe Ross is now my newest starting pitcher. Yeah, I'll give Joe Ross the benefit of the doubt. I'll give him the opportunity. I'll give Joe Ross the opportunity to lose the starting role to Ty Black. Okay, now that that foolishness is over with, let's get back to losing games. Oh, here we go. Hanser Alberto sustained a broken ankle during today's loss to the White Sox. He'll be out for 1 to 2 months. We'll go ahead and slap him on the 60-day. Man, that sucks. He's probably one of my better hitters to this point. Yeah, those are really good numbers. So infield, Stevie Wilkerson probably. I forgot we had Stevie Wilkerson. Yeah, I think Stevie's gonna be the guy. As much as I'd like to bring up Dwight Smith or Velasquez or even Mason Williams, doesn't make sense to bring up an outfielder. So yeah, I will call up. Oh no, my 40-man isn't full. Perfect. All right, Stevie, you got your call back to the big leagues. What positions can you play? Everywhere. Okay. Second, third, short in the outfield. I love it. I think I'm just gonna slot him in right there at second base. I'm gonna give Stevie the opportunity to shucks. I'm gonna give Stevie the everyday opportunity, at least to start out this this run without Hanser Alberto. Let's get to the end of the month here. That's fine. Marlins are interested in a trade. Oh boy. Really? Why? I can't. I shouldn't. I've never seen this before. Usually they're trying to cheapskate me. Now they're like, here, please, I'm gonna make it look like you're cheating. And it's like, brother, please don't. Alright, I'm flustered. Let's look at our standings here. Much closer to the average for us. Batting average has gone down. On base has gone down. ERA has gone up. Everything seems to be kind of floating back to normal. We are still a 500 team at home, so that's nice. That's good to know. We'll go look at this. So it's definitely gonna be a 3-team race between the Rays, Red Sox, and Yankees. Unfortunately, I guess CPU JD Martinez and CPU Red Sox still get to look at video in between at bats, so they still get to be good hitters. It's just poking fun at the Red Sox there. JD Martinez obviously was very, very upset that he wasn't able to watch video in between at bats this past season. Kind of correlated with his drop in numbers. Austin Hayes, talk about a drop in numbers. I don't think he's had a home run this whole month. I think he just stopped at 9. That's Jose Iglesias kind of has fallen back to the norm. Chris Davis is hitting 250. Okay. All right, Chris Davis is hitting 250. Hit his 300th home run the other day. He got his 1200th hit. All right. I like it. I like it a lot. It's almost up to 800 RBI. Trey Mancini, that average is coming up. I like that. I like what I'm seeing there. Okay, Jay Bruce, if we can get a 200 batting average out of Jay, I'd be happy. If we can hit a few more home runs, I'd be appreciative as well. Renato Nunez, unfortunately, is still struggling. I'd like to see if I could get 30 out of him again this year. In terms of home runs, I'd love it. Santander, still a decent year, still running good. Stevie Wilkerson has only played 4 games, so I'm giving him the benefit there. Adley Rutschman's come back down to earth a little bit. Even the bench guys are all kind of, much more in the average. Joe Ross. So Felix has come much more to the average. King Felix, 4.7 ERA, but not terrible. John Means is still pitching really well, even better than what he did last year, and last year was pretty good for him. Wojciechowski's still pitching pretty well. He may actually be taking like a formal step forward in terms of production. Wei-Yin Chen, he's still having a decent year. Joe Ross, obviously, his couple starts that he's made haven't been that great, but we'll see what we get out of him moving forward. Jumping to the bullpen, Ty Black, still been alright. We'll just kind of go this way. Sean Armstrong, still struggling. Probably going to try to move on from Sean Armstrong at some point this year. Tanner Scott's still struggling. I like the strikeouts, though. I like that he's getting Ks. He just, has to... If he can get his whip below, like 2, like a 2.0 whip, that would be nice. Paul Fry, he's struggling. Miguel Castro is struggling. Bear Claw's kind of rock steady. I think I'm going to move Bear Claw officially into the closer role. I think he's... Yes, Kyle Barraclaw has the lowest ERA among my bullpen arms. So I'm going to give him the opportunity to close games moving forward. Unfortunately, Michael Givens has dropped his ERA. His ERA was like a 9.1 at the start of this month, and he dropped it down to the mid-6s. But I am going to give the month of June to Kyle Bearclaw. Let's get this draft underway. Here we go. We pick second. First pick is Ray Santos, 19-year-old catcher. Who am I going to pick? Who we got here? We got a lot of closers. Yay. Taking a look at some of these guys here. I think I'm definitely leaning towards one of these third basemen. Maybe Miguel Taveras. I'm just not a huge fan of where those potential numbers are at. Abdul Lovell. Brandon Lovins. What kind of names are these? My goodness. Brandon Lovins looks like a Gio Urshela type of guy. All defense. Jose Mota. Still a lot of defense. Okay. Leslie Lowry. Good hitter. Just not. It looks like we might be forced to go with some pitchers here out of the gate. Okay, I like this Alan Nomo. Is he not a starting pitcher? Or... He just must be down here. Okay, he's down there a little further. Alright. I don't mind taking a project. I'll take a project arm. Carlos Sanchez, Henry Cortez, Reggie Landgraf. I don't mind some of these guys. Some of these guys are decent looking. Still, Nomo has stood out to me more than anyone else. Carlos Cortez. Alright, he's probably the next. Yeah. Man, it really is just going to be kind of choice here at this point. I think I'm probably going to lean towards Alan Nomo out of Japan there. He's a year younger. It looks like his MLB ETA is actually 2022. I've never looked to see if that's actually a thing. But we'll take the 18-year-old Alan Nomo, starting pitcher out of high school. And then we'll transfer here to the second round. Take a look at what we've got remaining. There's this Michael King fellow here. Okay, I like the hitting on that. Definitely a project. Okay. I think I'm going to take Michael King here. Just another good infield piece. Wow, wow. If he can, there's no way. That looks really good. Those potentials look really good. I'm gonna take a risk with Jackie Hunter. I feel like I'm gonna backfire on that one, but I'm gonna take the opportunity to snag one here. All right, we got a competitive first round pick or competitive second round pick. I like those projections. Those potentials there at Mississippi. Garrett Sexton, tendency to be a pull hitter, a high injury risk. Not a huge fan of that. But he's got elite almost clear across the board. We'll take a shot at Garrett Sexton. See what we get out of that. So far, we've taken a couple risks here. Eric Montoya, potential there. I like that he's got good hitting, good fielding, fantastic speed. He's definitely on the short list there. Ray Taveras. I want to try to stick with these potential 80 guys as long as possible. We'll take that's Montoya, right? Yeah, we'll take a flyer on Eric Montoya as well. Let's see how this looks here in the fourth round. Okay, we're running out of 18, or running out of 80 overall, guys. Question is how much can you trust these guys here? Because like Mark Tejada, like that looks really good, but is it really that good? I'm gonna take a shot on him. I'm taking a shot on the second baseman, Mark Tejada. Or is that Tejada? That might have been Tejada. It is Tejada. My apologies. Okay. I think I am going to snag Ray Taveras here. Another infielder. No, I probably shouldn't. He definitely would be a project. I'm just not sure I'm looking for another project arm. Another project infielder, I should say. Maybe Orlando Delgadio. He's definitely got a good velo, good stamina. And he's got good projections. I haven't scouted him much, but maybe let's take a look at some of these 75 guys. He's straight up bullpen arm. I wouldn't mind. I want to snag Chris Trevino. I wouldn't mind having a bullpen arm, a guy that can come in and be a bullpen piece for me next year, especially when you look at how bad the bullpen is now. And we can get Orlando Delgadio anyway. We can snag Orlando Delgadio here in round 6. That'll be the end of the draft. Alright. I did see Joel Nunez. I was looking at Joel Nunez. Oh, that's not terrible. We'll exit the first round, or the first year player draft. We'll take a look at what we got. Alright. Not terrible. Okay, not terrible. Alan Nomo, definitely a stud. Stud confirmed. I love the durability. He's got fantastic durability. I love the stamina. He's gonna be going 7 innings consistently. Walks per 9 is his lowest per 9 stat. Everything else is sitting pretty decent for an 18-year-old. Really decent per 9 stats, especially the hits per 9 sitting up there in the mid 60s. The clutch control, the velo and the break. The control is the only one that worries me a little bit, being there at 49. Not huge in terms of velocity, sitting 94 with his 4-seam, 90 with a 2-seam, and 80 with a curveball. That's a interesting set of pitches. 4-seam, 2-seam, and a curve, a 12-6 curve. That'll be interesting to see how he can transfer that to the big leagues. Jackie Hunter. Look at Jackie boy here. Jackie Hunter might be ready to play in the major leagues next year. Wow, that's I did not expect that. Jackie Hunter, a 70 overall, 85 potential. I might, like I said, whether it be Wei Yin Chen or whether it be Felix Hernandez, I'm probably going to decline both of their team options. and that might open the door for both Nomo and Hunter. They might both be on my team next year. Look at Sexton, Garrett Sexton. He could. Oh man, that's awesome. Garrett Sexton he's ready to play right now. Garrett Sexton could be my second baseman or my shortstop right now. That's crazy. That's crazy they don't let you throw these guys in there right after you draft him, because I would. He would be playing shortstop for the Baltimore Orioles right now. Looking at Eric Montoya, I love the speed. I love the speed. I love the fielding. He's not too far off from what I had envisioned for him. I think we can work around this. If he can get to the 75 potential, I will absolutely be okay with that. If he can get just to the 70s, I could almost just replace. I could just put him in Cedric Mullins' spot, especially if his fielding gets better and he gets a little more contact on him. Mark Tejeda, definitely what I thought would be a project. Yeah, definitely. The hitting's okay. The hitting's not bad. I like that his power went up a lot from where it was projected to be. The same thing with his speed attributes. The fielding went down quite a bit. That's going to hurt him, especially being second base. Fielding's relatively important there. Same thing with arm accuracy. So he's probably, if he does see any major league time, especially if he doesn't get that fielding up, he's going to be a DH primarily. Chris Trevino, I think he could potentially be in my bullpen at some point next year, maybe as a call-up towards the end of the year, or an injury replacement. Doesn't look bad. I like the numbers. Everything's sitting okay right now. I like the velo. Velo's nice. A 95 fastball, 95 cutter. I like that. And then Orlando Delgadio was in fact the long-term project that is probably looking like it's gonna fail. The velo sitting 91 on his running fastball. All the per 9 stats are pretty low. He's definitely a long shot to make it, I'll say. But Nomo, we hit on Nomo, we hit on Hunter, we hit on Sexton, and we might hit on Montoya. We might hit on Trevino. So I will absolutely take, 5 out of 7. I'll take 5 out of 7. If 5 out of these 7 guys, I should probably sign them. If 5 out of 7 of these guys make the major league team, I would be absolutely happy. If any of these guys see the major league team next year, I'll be insanely happy. Alright. So, we'll finish up June here, and I think we're going to call that an episode. I completely and totally lost track of time. I don't know how close I am running to this 1 hour mark. Ross Stripling, I'm just going to decline that. I might just change up my thing, to be honest with you. Austin Hayes is out for a week or 2. That's okay. It's alright. We can work around that here. We'll call up Mason Williams. Dwight Smith, maybe. I'll call up Hughes now. Unless my 40 man's full. Alright. Mason, oh my goodness. Alright. Here we go. You're getting the call. You get the call to AA. Whoops. And then we'll throw the Mullins in there at center field. Just a week or 2. A couple weeks. He'll be fine. He'll be back at it in no time. He's fine. Just a couple days. I'm just declining that. Wilkerson's back. Hayes is back at the same time. Okay. So we'll send Dwight Smith to AAA. And we will... I think I'm going to give... Yeah, we'll give you that. I was considering giving Mullins the opportunity to maintain it. I'm going to let Pat Valaika... Well, Stevie's done okay. Stevie's done okay. Okay, let's finish this month out. Bowie Bay song. So, Liam Hendricks to the Rangers for Anderson Tejeda and Davis Wenzel. Anderson Tejeda was one of the prospects that we covered um, for our podcast. All right, that's gonna do it for this episode. As you can see, we are now firmly entrenched last place in the American League East, and I look forward to continuing to try to rebuild this club. We had a very successful draft, a very successful month of April. May and June have been less kind to us, but we'll run down how the team looks for the month of July, and we'll get through the All-Star break and have some fun. Look forward to continuing this with you guys. As always, you can find us on our social medias. You can find us on uh, Instagram at Real Dugout Talk. You can find us on Twitter at Dugout Talk 1. You can find us on TikTok now at Dugout Talk. You can always find us here on YouTube at Real Dugout Talk or Dugout Talk. Um, and you can also find us on Facebook at Real Dugout Talk. As always, I'm Cameron, sitting here on the PlayStation, and I will see you guys in the next episode.